Welcome to the annual Columbia Values Diversity Breakfast. Like many of our events this past year, today's breakfast is not happening as we expected, nor as we usually planned for. But that does not diminish the importance of our community's work in the areas of diversity, inclusion, and equity. In fact, it's more important than ever. Last year, I said this pandemic will expose the inequalities in our systems and in our communities, between those who have access to health care and technology and child care and those who do not. With every day that goes by, it is clear that coronavirus has taken a disproportionate toll on African Americans, low-income Americans, people of color, and others who were already marginalized before the crisis hit. That is why our work before this pandemic is just as important as the work ahead after the pandemic. Each year, as part of the Columbia Values Diversity Celebration, the City of Columbia gives both an individual award and a group award to those whose work in our community exemplifies that of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. This year's nominees, along with previous award winners, are listed on the celebration website. A panel of judges selected from the planning committee is charged with choosing the Columbia Values Diversity Award winners. This year's judges were Nikki Magruder, Brent Lowenberg, and Stacy Smith. Their decisions are based on the criteria of promoting an appreciation for diversity and cultural understanding in our community. Community work that exemplifies the teachings of Dr. King in fostering individual dignity, racial equality, understanding, peacemaking, and solving problems through nonviolence. And lastly, engagement in this activity for an extended period of time with significant activity in Columbia in the preceding year. Columbia has many people who work for equal opportunity for all, so choosing from amongst so many deserving candidates is a difficult job. It is with great pleasure that I now present the 2021 Columbia Values Diversity Awards, beginning with the individual award, which goes to Dr. Peter Stiepelman, the Superintendent of Columbia Public Schools. During Dr. Stiepelman's time with Columbia Public Schools, he has served as a teacher, a principal, assistant superintendent, and superintendent. In every position and role, Dr. Stiepelman has championed the ideals of inclusion, diversity, and equity, whether leading by example or setting the pace for creating an environment of learning in these areas of diversity and cultural understanding. Dr. Stiepelman has catapulted equity to one of the top priorities of the school district. Under his direction, CPS has established the themes of achievement, enrichment, and opportunity. The AEO themes rally CPS staff around the idea that every child in our community must have genuine access to the real benefits of quality education, which don't belong only in the classroom, but extend to field trips, quality arts experiences, place-based science learning, and no-fee required activities. Dr. Stiepelman has been a thought leader when it comes to creating partnerships and has sought new ways for our diverse and wonderful community to play a part in education. Additional areas of impact include creating a program to develop future teachers from within the district's own minority student population. Finally, he recognizes that the personal work is never over and continues his own professional development and commitment by participating in training and leading the Board of Education through the district's work, declaring to our community that the work of equity, diversity, and inclusion is not just empty talk, but a permanent feature and function of how the school district operates. Dr. Stiepelman's selfless service in the education community exemplifies the teachings of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., and his efforts to bring up the next generation of leaders who will continue with these ideals means that work will carry on.
The Columbia Values Diversity Award is one of the most prestigious recognitions in our community, and to be recognized is just an incredible honor. Personally, I see this recognition as one of those who have come before me. Essentially, I stand on those shoulders. I stand on the shoulders of my grandparents who hastily left Odessa, Russia, and arrived in the United States with a dream for a better life. They sacrificed everything so that my brothers and I would be here today. I stand on the shoulders of my parents and my aunts and my uncles who taught me about hard work and to work hard against the injustices that exist in our system. They taught me about anti-Semitism, and they taught me about the Holocaust. And they taught me that I was born with blessings and that it was my obligation to share those blessings with others, with every brother and sister from every race, class, sexual orientation, religion, ability, and language. The way I was socialized prepared me to learn from my students and from their families, whether it was in Oakland, California, or here in Columbia, Missouri, and to try to make a positive difference in their lives. Often, I was successful, and sometimes I fell short, but we keep working at it, right? I'm so incredibly grateful for the team I get to work with every single day. Carla and Heather and Jen and Jill and Nikki and Randy and Michelle and John. I'm so proud to represent the principals and the teachers of the Columbia Public Schools and to work for a Board of Education both in the past and today that has prioritized equity, restorative practices, and all the efforts to make CPS the beloved community that we were challenged to create just a few years ago at our annual Columbia Values Diversity Breakfast. Columbia has the potential to be that beloved community, one where we build each other up, one where we build bridges across ideological differences, one where 200 years from now, the next bicentennial that we celebrate, that community will look back on us and be so proud of the model that we've become for our community and for our nation. Thank you.
The 2021 Group Award winner is Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Eta Alpha Chapter. The brothers of the Eta Alpha graduate chapter of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity have been serving the Mid-Missouri community since 1934. The fraternity performs service projects throughout the community and hosts fundraisers to sponsor college scholarships for youth, providing 3 scholarships to high school seniors and 1 scholarship to a Lincoln University student each year. Recipients of these scholarships have come from Columbia, Jefferson City, Fulton, and the surrounding areas. Additionally, the Eta Alpha chapter strives to support local families. They have supplied Thanksgiving dinners to many Columbia families, helped conduct toy drives to distribute holiday gifts through a partnership with Boys and Girls Club, and adopted families during the holidays to meet their individual needs. The group has also made it a mission to promote literacy. They've purchased books to give to students to promote reading. In 2018, every first Tuesday of the month, they met at a Columbia Pizza restaurant to feed and read to elementary students identified as in need of assistance. This past year, the chapter held a voter registration event, encouraging community members to vote in the 2020 election. They have been active in calling for changes to address systemic racism in our community. And our selection committee noted that Eta Alpha brothers are actively involved in that work. They are quick to call and offer their time to support local diversity, inclusion, and charity efforts, responding to needs before they are even expressed. The Eta Alpha chapter is dedicated to service to anyone in need, regardless of race, religion, or economic status. They've stated, "We believe in the uplift of our community." Dr. King said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" We answer this question by serving the members of the community in need.
So throughout the year, our fraternity does a number of fundraisers to finance the scholarships that we offer to college students. We offer high school students graduating, going to college, a scholarship. We think it's important because our fraternity, one of the mandated programs is scholarship, and one of the values that we value as a fraternity is scholarship and providing for the community's youth. During the holidays, we sponsor families and provide meals to those families that otherwise may not have a meal during the holiday season. We feel it's important to bring uplift to our community any way that we can, and we found that supporting those families that are less fortunate is a good way for us to do that. Everyone in the community should be valued the same, and we believe that us providing uplift to the community, especially those that are less fortunate, helps bring value not only to their lives but to ours as we provide those things. On behalf of the members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Eta Alpha Chapter, we are humbled to accept the 2021 Columbia Values Diversity Awards. We feel that we work hard in our community, and we're happy to accept this award.
Congratulations to this year's award recipients. May their work inspire us all to continue Dr. King's vision of a beloved community right here in Columbia, Missouri.